Dear students, I hope you did the exercise, the previous exercise, that is zeros of the polynomial. What is the meaning of zeros of polynomial? The polynomial, when a particular value for the variable is taken, its value of the polynomial becomes 0. That is called zero of the polynomial. Then we found out how to test different numbers when they are given, whether it is a zero of the polynomial by substituting them. And lastly, we studied if a polynomial is given, how to find the zero of that particular polynomial, how to find the value. Very simple, equate the polynomial into 0 and you will get the linear, get the equation and solve the equation to get the value of the variable, that is the zero of that particular polynomial. Okay. Now today we will learn a new aspect. The name is remainder theorem in the polynomials. Very interesting it is. We will learn it. So what we will learn today, children? Remainder theorem. What is the meaning of remainder? You know, in mathematics, when any number, say 15, is divided by a divisor 2 here, what we will get at the last step? We will see, do the division. Here 15 is divided by 2. 2 sevens are 14. 2 sevens are 14. Below we have to write and we have to subtract. So write the sign, plus will change into minus. So plus 15 minus 14. It is 1. Now 1 is remainder. 1 is the remainder in this division. So what is remainder? After the division, completion of division, what number we will get at the last here? What number remains here? It may be any number, even it may be 0. Okay, that is called remainder. And this is dividend. And this is called what? Do you remember? Divisor, the number by which we will divide. And this particular answer 7 I wrote, it is called what? Quotient. Okay, so you know in division, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is the rule or the formula. See, 15 is equal to 2 into 7 plus remainder is 1. 2 7s are 14 plus 1. So what we will get? Exactly 15. Right. So this is the rule of the division. So the number which we are going to divide, this 15, is called dividend, and the number with which we are dividing is called divisor. 2 is divisor, and when you do the division, the answer is called 7. It is called quotient. And what is the last step? We are getting remaining some numbers, that is called remainder. Right. Now it is applied to the polynomials also. When you divide a polynomial by another polynomial, say we will take linear, some smaller polynomial, take linear polynomial, that is the degree of x is 1 we will take. When you do that division, what is the remainder? How to find out? Using remainder theorem we will find out without actual division. Now I will take one example. I will divide the polynomial by another polynomial, that is linear polynomial we have to take in the 9th standard. And what is the remainder I will get? I will see, I will show you. Then without using the remainder theorem, sorry, without using the actual division, using remainder theorem, same answer I will get the remainder. So that is the beauty of the remainder theorem. Okay. Now we will start doing one example. Okay. So we will divide now. Divide 3x square plus x, see the problem, 3x square plus x minus 1 by x plus 1. This is the problem. Divide 3x square plus x minus 1. It is a polynomial. What is the power of this polynomial or degree of the polynomial is 2 here, bigger one I have taken, and this is the divisor x plus 1. What is the power of the x here? 1. So it is degree is 1, so it is a linear polynomial. So linear one I have to take, linear polynomial I have to take. So one polynomial divided by another polynomial. How to do the division? I will show the division, the long division I will show you. I will do it here. Here only I will do it, no problem. So 3x square plus x minus 1 divided by, I will, in here you have to write the question, I will write it here children, there is no place, no problem, I will write up only, by x plus 1, I have to divide now. Now what is the division here, how to do? Now take the first number here, you have to arrange properly the decreasing order of the x here, x to the power of 2, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 0. So like this you have to arrange, no problem, it is already arranged. Now you have to take the first number here, x here. Here the first number is 3x square. Now what you have to do is 3x square divided by x here you have to take. Okay, x. What you will get? 1x will cancel. So 1x remaining. When you divide by x square by x, x you will get. So 3 is there. So 3 into x. 3x you will get. In the quotient, you have to write it is 3x. Okay. Then 3x into x. 3x into x. 3x into x. You have seen that whatever number we are writing by it multiplied by divisor completely, and we will write below. You have seen in the arithmetic of division, right? Same manner. So 3x into x. Since both have plus here, here also plus will come. So 3x square, x into x, x square, 3 is there, 3 written. Now 3x into 1. 3x into 1. So here sign will written first. It is plus. It is also plus. Which sign will come? Plus into plus. Plus. No problem. 3x into 1. 3 ones are 3 and x is there. Okay. So you have to subtract now. What is the thing you have to do while doing subtraction? It is opposite of addition. So plus will change into minus. So small I have written to write it for your convenience. This plus will change into minus. That is a rule. Okay. Now plus 3x square, no sign indicates it is plus. Plus 3x square minus 3x square. It cancels. Actually it is 0. I won't write 0. No problem. 0x square. So no need to write. Now this one plus x plus 1x. And it is minus 3x now, minus 3x. So when the two numbers, the variables have two different signs, even though they are like terms x, you have to do the simplification. But if they have same sign, you have to add. And if they have different sign, whichever operation you have to find the difference, then you have to write the bigger number sign. Okay, that is the rule in algebra. Now plus x and minus 3x. Okay. Now one is plus sign, one is minus sign. So you have to find the difference. 3 and 1. It is 1x. What is the difference? Here it is 2x and bigger number sign will come. Now bigger number is 3 digit here compared to 1. And what is the sign of this particular term? Minus. So it is minus. And there is minus 1 is, there is nothing to subtract. So you write minus 1 as it is. Okay. Now the division is not completed. Again variable is there. You can divide by x. One more step is there. Okay. So next step is take the first term of this one and divide it by again by first term of this divisor, namely x. So it is minus 2x divided by x here. X here. So when is different sign is there, plus or minus together, like multiplication, division also, minus divided by plus is minus. Okay. Now x divided by x, one time it is. So x no variability cancels, only the number 2 remains, so minus 2 it is. Okay, so write minus 2 here. What is the next step? This particular number completely multiply the divisor x plus 1. So minus 2 into plus x. Minus into plus is minus. 2 into x is 2x. Right? Now minus into plus here. Sign always you have to write first in algebra. So minus into plus is minus, rule of the multiplication. 2 into 1. 2 ones are 2. Now change the sign before subtraction. Minus will change into plus and this minus will change into plus. Minus 2x plus 2x. One is plus, one is minus. So what is the difference 2x and 2x? It cancels 0. I won't write 0. Here one number is minus 1 and one is plus 2. Here also two numbers have different sign. You have to find the difference of 2 and 1. What is the difference of 2 and 1? It is 1. And what is the bigger number in this case? It is 2. Its sign is plus. So plus 1, usually plus sign we won't indicate. It is understood. If you won't write the sign, it is plus sign. That is the convention. So we know it is 1. Now there is no other number for x to divide now. We got 1. So we have to stop here. Okay. Now in this division children, the last number which we got here is the remainder. So 1 is the remainder. So when you divide the polynomial 3x square plus x minus 1 by a linear polynomial x plus 1, the remainder we got 1, which is the actual division we did. Now what is the remainder theorem says? There we want to divide without doing division. I will show you, I will get the answer exactly 1. Okay. Now what is the remainder theorem? According to the remainder theorem, what the remainder theorem says? If you have a polynomial, say px, and its degree is always equal or greater than 1. Here the degree is how much? 2. It may be equal to 1 or it may be greater than 1. That's the thing. So when you are dividing this polynomial by another linear polynomial, now there is one number a exists. It is a real number. Then x minus a, or if it is dividing by x plus a, we will take plus x plus a. If you are dividing by this polynomial, the remainder is they are taken 1 minute children, x plus a or x minus a. I will just check it once, should not get confused. The formula they are given x minus a, so I will give x minus a only children. Okay, x minus a, if I will divide by the linear polynomial x minus a, if we are dividing this divisor it is, then remainder is, what is the remainder? Remainder you will get by p of 1. This is the remainder. The polynomial, when you substitute the value 1, that is the value of the remainder you will get. Now, how I got 1 here? The polynomial value I should take 1 here. Not 1, sorry children. Which number is there? A I have to take. I will say once again, don't get confused. If you have a polynomial px, where the degree of the polynomial is equal or greater than 1, and there exists a number, unique number a in any division, where is a, it may be any real number, and when you are going to divide this polynomial px by x minus a, x minus a, what is the remainder you will get? Then the remainder is exactly is equal to the polynomial where x value, if you substitute not minus a, you have to substitute a, then that value become the remainder. That is the remainder theorem. Okay. Now I will apply this remainder theorem in this case. Now what is the thing is, here the px is 3x square plus x and minus 1, and x minus a, whatever a is here, x minus a, the divisor is here nothing but x minus which number we have taken, not minus here, it is plus x plus 1 here, divisor. Now what is the remainder here? Remainder is equal to this polynomial, and you have to take if it is minus a, you have to take a. Okay, here how much you have to take here? P of if it is minus a, you have to take a. Here I have plus 1, so what I should take? Minus 1. Okay, now P of minus 1 is equal to, yes, the last class you have studied how to do this. Which value you have to substitute now? Not 1, minus 1 you have to take. Okay, now it is 3 into x value you have to take minus 1 square plus, here x is there, what is the x value? Minus 1, then minus 1. So it is equal to 3 into minus 1 square, minus 1 into minus 1, it is minus into plus, it becomes 1 into 1 is 1, plus into minus. When you open the bracket, since minus sign is there, you will get a minus. So minus 1, again here minus 1 equals 3 into 1, 3 ones are 3, minus 1, minus 1. Totally how many minus 1 are there? Same group, you add this minus 1 and minus 1, it become minus 2. Now plus 3, minus 2, 1 is plus, 1 is minus, so the difference is 1 and bigger number is plus, so 1 will get 3 minus 2 is 1. So I got the remainder P minus 1 value is exactly 1. Here also I got the remainder 1. Understood? So without now doing division, I got within no time I got the remainder exactly, which is the real division when I did. Same 1 I got in this case. So what actually I did here, now x plus 1 is the divisor, but I have taken instead of plus 1 minus 1. How I got minus 1? It is nothing but 0 of that particular divisor x plus 1. 0 of the polynomial x plus 1 is how much, children? 0 of a 0 polynomial of x plus 1. How much, children? How to find 0 of this polynomial? Divisor x plus 1. X plus 1 is equal to 0. Its value 0 of the polynomial, so you have to take 0. So x is equal to 0 minus 1. So x is equal to minus 1. That is why I have taken minus 1. What is the actual meaning? When you take the divisor, if you take its 0 of that particular divisor's polynomial, whatever polynomial taken for division, it's 0 of the polynomial, find out that value. So x value will get some number. Okay, that number if you substitute in the dividend, this polynomial, then the value of this polynomial exactly is nothing but the remainder 1 you will get. So what you have to do is, or what the remainder theorem says is, if you take x minus a for division, that one, its 0 of the polynomial is x minus a, it become x is equal to plus a. Okay, so that a in the given polynomial, the dividend you have to use, get the value of the polynomial at a value, x is equal to a, then you will get the answer, which is nothing but the remainder. I hope you understood what the remainder theorem says. I will once again I will repeat, it is a new aspect, it is very important. I will say once again, a polynomial px, when you take it, when you divide it by a linear polynomial divisor, say x minus a, what is the remainder? How to get the remainder? Very simple. The remainder is nothing but that x minus a, the 0 of the x minus a is a plus a, not minus a. A you have to take in the polynomial. The value of the polynomial px at a is equal to, x is equal to a, you have to take, and after simplifying the, what is the value you get? That is the remainder. That is the 0. That is the rule. Remainder theorem is that one. Okay. So what is the rule, children? Remainder theorem. The polynomial px where degree of px, that polynomial should always equal or greater than 1, and a is a real number. A may be real number. You have to take a as always real number. 1 minus 1, whatever it is, fraction, any number you can take. You have learned what is the meaning of real number. If a is a real number, there exists a real number, then x minus a, if we take the divisor x minus a, this one, then the remainder is a is a real number, and x minus a, the remainder, when you divide the px by x minus a, the remainder is equal to p of, see here, not minus a, you have to take a plus a, p of a is the remainder. That is the remainder theorem. I will take one more example, you will understand. Okay. I'll show the division, I'll show the remainder and what it is. I will take x square plus 7x plus 10. Okay, I will divide this, divide x square plus 7x plus 10 by x plus 2, by x plus 2 I will take. What we have to do for actual division? This you have to take first term, and first term you have to divide. So it is x square divided by x. How many times, children? 1x cancels and 1x remaining x here. So here it is x you have to write. So x into x, x square, plus into plus, plus x into 2, 2x. 2 into x, 2x. Subtract, change its sign, plus will become minus, here is a plus, it becomes minus, plus x square minus x square cancels, it cancels, 0, I won't write 0, it is plus 7x, it is minus 2x. So different sign means you have to find the difference. What is the difference of 7 and 2? 5 it is. So 5x, bigger number is 7x, so its sign is plus, so plus you have to write, but usually first term plus sign we won't write it. Then this is no number to subtract, write plus 10 as it is. Okay, now take the first term and divide by x again. What is the first term? 5x. So 5x by x. X will cancel, divide, 5 will get. So which 5 it is? No sign means it is plus 5. Now 5 into first term, 5 into x, plus 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 only, so 5x, plus into plus again, plus 5 2s are 10. Okay, now here change the sign before subtraction, plus will become minus, here also plus become minus, plus 5x minus 5x, 0, plus 10 minus 10. So different sign you have to subtract, this also 0. Now what is the remainder here? Here remainder is a 0. Now apply the this theorem, remainder theorem, we should get the remainder as 0 in this case. Okay, it will completely divide. X plus 2 will divide the polynomial completely. So we got the remainder as 0. Now what is the polynomial px here? Which is the dividend here? This is the dividend. It is x square plus 7x plus 10. Okay, now with which number we are dividing? The divisor is x plus 2. The 2 is the real number, plus 2 is the real number. Now what we have to do? Take that polynomial. In place of x, what we have to take? 0 of the polynomial, x plus 2, 0 of the polynomial, x plus 2 is equal to 0. So what we have to take? It is x minus 2 we have to take. If it is a, minus a become. If it is minus a, you have to take a plus a. Here it is plus 2. Its opposite sign you have to take. So it is you have to take this one. This is the remainder. Now I will take the value x minus 2 and we will see. So p of minus 2 is equal to x square. I will write this one. P of x I will take, then I will substitute. You will understand better. 7x plus 10. Now p of which value you have to take? Minus 2. Minus 2 square plus 7 into minus 2 plus 10. Okay. Now is equal to minus 2 into minus 2. Minus into minus plus 2 into 2, 4. Plus into minus. Minus 7 2s are 14 plus 10. Okay. Now all positive number I will group together. You are add the all same sign numbers. Plus 10 plus 4. It is this number plus this number. 4 plus 10. Then it is minus 14. Okay. So 4 plus 10 is 14. Minus 14. 14 minus 14. One is plus, one is minus. So subtract, you will get 0. So what is the remainder I got here? 0. Here is the how much remainder? 0. So in this case, it will completely divide. The x plus 2 will divide the polynomial x square plus 7x plus 10 completely. That is the reason 0 is the remainder. When we divide completely, what we call that divisor, children? Do you remember? Do you remember? It is a factor. It is called, the divisor is now become factor. Example, 15 divided by 3, 5, 3 5s are 15, right? What is the remainder I got now? 0. So 3 is, now the divisor 3 is called, is a factor. It is a factor of 15. What is the meaning of factor? That number will completely divide the given number. The dividend, when it is completely divided by one number, that number is called, now that divisor is called a factor. Now this second example which I have taken, the divisor is nothing but factor. So if it is a factor, the remainder we should get a 0. That is the thing you have to remember. I will give one problem. Try this at home, so that you will know whether you understood the lesson or not. The remainder theorem, that is the next exercise 2.3. The first one, find the remainder when x cube plus 3x square plus 3x plus 1 is divided by, there are different problems are there. Just you work out the first problem, x plus 1. Okay, the remaining thing we will find it later. I will do if it is difficult. So one problem, exercise 2.3, you have to divide it by that one. The long division is not needed, children. Just apply the remainder theorem and get the remainder, and we will see what is the remainder you will get. I will ask you tomorrow. You have to tell me, okay? Then I will take other few more problems which is difficult. We will work out if it is difficult, okay? So you have to do that one. Thank you, children.